All right, everybody, welcome back to the show. I am here with my guy, the man, the myth, the legend, the multi-time flag football champion, my guy, Daniel. What is going on, man?
What's up, man?
Not too much,
Same
not too
shit,
much.
different day. A lot of shit going on. A lot of shit.
Yeah, yeah,
Music wise, sports wise,
yeah, yeah. Actually, you know
athletes
what?
getting in trouble wise.
Oh, I was just gonna ask you about that. That wasn't even a question I was gonna ask, but I was just gonna switch it to that. Bruh, why?
You think I'm not on my shit?
Come on, man. Let me talk to Rasheed Rice. Hey, Rasheed Rice, look at me right now. All right.
Just look.
Stop. You know what? First, I'm gonna start here. First of all, you 22 years old and you got a neck tat. That's red flag number one. All right, neck tat.
Especially since it's not even in now. Like
Yeah,
that was
like
like back when
10
we was
years ago,
kids
bro.
type
Yeah,
shit.
you got a full blown neck tat at as a teenager, most likely. That's red flag number one. But first off,
You know what red flag number two is? I'm sorry to say.
what?
His mama looked too good, man. I'm saying like this.
Hey, no, you're
red
right.
flag
You
red
right.
flag number two.
Niggas with
Probably got
fine mamas
it,
be having a temper. They
yeah.
do be upset. Too many of
Like,
your
hey
mama
man.
jokes.
It's just like, yeah, it's like,
You
Like,
can recover when your mama ugly and people clown that. It's just like, all right,
it, but it's
well,
just like it's
fine.
like when your mama trending because you got drafted, like
Uh,
it's kind of crazy. It's just like you
that's
never know
tough.
what jokes he's going around getting now. It's just like yeah, I bag your moms too. Like hold on, cuz like
Oh my god. But Rasheed, man, hey, look, just stop. Go home, sit down, read a book, watch a show, turn on Netflix. Just get into something. Get into something that can just you can just go sit on the couch and chill out. Cause this shit right here is it's a 3 month span of racing your cars drunk, fighting somebody at the club. Like,
man's
what
going
do you want?
down, bro.
I don't understand
And
how you
what's crazy
get
is
to
it ain't
that.
like it
Smoke
ain't
some
like
weed, nigga. Damn.
it ain't like he's one of those players where we was like, oh, I can see that.
Fuck
Even off the
no.
year he had, it's like he didn't have no press conferences that made you seem
None. He
like,
was
oh,
so
he was chill.
quiet,
Oh man,
like and
yeah, he's just like a
chill.
quiet. Then all of a sudden, this man just won a Super Bowl and he became AB.
Yeah, literally.
It's just like, wait, this man.
I
It's
think there's
like,
a problem though with like I don't want to put this on him or nothing, but the only thing I could think of is there's two things that are kind of like connected in these two issues, and I think he bro might have a problem with alcohol. You was drunk driving. Now you in the club, something like just doing like a walkthrough. You punch a photographer for being too close to you. That's weird, man. Like that's why I said smoke some weed, bro.
bro.
Smoke some weed,
Also,
get scared. You know what I mean?
well,
Like you get too
not
high,
even
get
that.
scared, start thinking about your life. Start doing that. That's gonna be way better for you in the long run.
You know what he need? Which I was talking to my bro about this earlier. He just needs to be around better friends. Like I just like
That too. I said that to somebody.
my bros would have slapped me in the face if I would have said, let's go rent some Lambos and race them. And it's just like they would have been like, why the fuck would we do that? Like it's
It
like
was
what kind
funny
of stupid
because
shit is
I was talking to somebody and I said with the club thing, punching a photographer, I was like, imagine what happens when Mahomes feels uncomfortable because somebody is getting too close to him. Somebody else goes up to him and says, "Hey, get the
get
fuck
out the way.
out the way," or somebody goes up to that person and moves them out of the way.
Right.
No, Pat ain't got to go touch nobody. I believe that for probably at least 85% of football players have somebody else around them. If they're not security, that should be like, hey, bro, get
Chill
the
out.
fuck
Like,
out the
you know,
way,
if
or we
you're I
gonna
mean around
beat your ass and
right, like
hide the Bible while God
entourage.
watching.
It's like entourage. Like you got an entourage. Like, hey bro, like chill out.
Yeah,
Like
even if it's not
we
an
don't need none of that.
entourage, it's one other person that just can do this for you. Because
Yeah, but he
he
wild,
punched on him, he swung, he hit him. Allegedly, he hit
That's
him
what
because
you.
he broke his jaw. It's like, yeah, you don't
Yeah,
do
but the
that.
thing about it is, bro, what do you think the cameraman about to do after you just raced and wrecked in the same state you partying in?
Come
You
at,
think
hey,
they
you
gonna be
Rasheed Rice, take like,
right? Like what the fuck you think they about to do? Like, come on now, let's be
yeah.
smarter than that.
And
Like,
you
I
still get out of Dallas. That's the other thing. Get out of
don't.
Texas.
Guess what? Kareem Hunt went back to where he's from,
Yes,
got into some
got
shit.
caught up.
Like,
Stay
yeah,
here, bro. Just stay
Yeah,
here.
stay right, or go with some of the veterans. I know they too high power. They
Yeah.
probably won't let you kick it with them, but find some other friends in the league or something like
Something,
that.
bro.
Like,
Go hang out here in Overland Park. Go hang out in fucking North Kansas City.
right,
Go somewhere with just out the way. Like
go do some of these events that's going on around or something. Shit, like
something,
I knew
man.
he 22, like to kick it and shit. Like, but
Get out of Texas. That's my thing. Cause
yeah,
you done
get out
got
of where
caught up
you
in
from.
Texas twice.
You know where to get in trouble at too much where you from. Like if
Yep.
I was rich, if I would have got drafted to the Royals and I came back to the city during off season, I would have had too much money for Kansas
Mm-hmm.
City at that time, and it would have been too much trouble.
And
Like,
the thing is,
like
let's say you got if you got drafted in Houston, let's say that, right? Out
right,
there. At some especially if you're awesome, if you show up somewhere like that, if Rasheed Rice show up somewhere in the city and start problems, it's gonna be people he don't even know that's gonna stop that shit. Hey,
right,
chill out, chill out. That's Rasheed Rice. Like,
right.
get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, it's people are gonna because I know even if it's me, if I'm right there, I'm finna go over to the photographer. I'd rather crash out on the photographer because at
Right,
least
be
it
on
ain't
like
nothing gonna
somebody
happen to
say,
me.
right,
Nothing's gonna happen to me if me and the photographer get in a scuffle. Nothing. We might both go to jail for a minute, and nothing's gonna happen. But you,
right.
Rasheed Rice is like, you in Dallas. People don't give a fuck about you being a Chiefs player. If anything, people hate that shit more
Especially
than
because
anything.
Dallas still want to be relevant and Houston trying to be good this year. Why not take out their best receiver from their Super Bowl run?
Yeah,
And he
and
young.
it's some probably some weird Dallas Kansas City curse because the Chiefs were a Dallas team first. Like it's a
Yeah.
whole because
No,
when did the Cowboys get
I
established?
don't. To be honest, I just really I don't even think believe in those curses. You know what it is? These kids becoming superstars, all this money, and now like I said, friends these kids' friends ain't protecting their friends' career. That like, you want to mooch off of them, but then when they ain't got no more money for you to mooch off of, you just what?
Yep,
Not a friend no more.
yep. Because you've been
Like, cause you know,
fighting.
back in the day, like they didn't really do off the field. It was some off the field antics, but not like it's crazy now.
It's
Like,
getting it's too much to do. Everybody want to
yeah.
get their moment and catch you doing something so they can put it out or get some
But the
money.
thing about it is, well, maybe they was tripping back in the day, but social media wasn't a thing either.
Now
So we can't
they got
really.
away with it.
Yeah, they got away with
They
it.
got away with it a lot easier. That's the
All you
only
can
thing
do
I
is
hate
go off
about
the
the old heads.
stories.
The
Yeah,
old heads piss me off with that shit so much because it's like, bro, like you realize like people didn't have a cell phone. Like you went to the club and didn't have a phone in your pocket.
right.
You had to
Yeah,
go to a telephone that was plugged into a wall with a cord on it to get a hold of somebody in the 80s, 90s. You didn't even have a cordless phone until the late 90s.
right.
Think about
So,
that.
well, I mean, since we're not talking Chiefs
Ugh.
today, I'll just throw this little take in. I mean, it's a big hit for us, but you know, we like the Chiefs. We always find a way.
Yeah, I got the
Uh,
Chiefs on. I mean, I got the beat up one fake jersey shirt,
I
but
ain't got
yeah.
no Chiefs nothing on today though. But I mean, that's always my rep of my Chiefs. But yeah, I mean, Rasheed Rice go out. You know, next man up. I mean,
Yeah.
Worthy probably get a little bit more targets this year. You know, Tony probably like, yes, they probably won't do nothing with me this year because
They
like
need me now.
that's
Yeah.
the only person who probably like, oh man, he's if any career he saved, it wasn't his own. It
It's
was
somebody
Kadarius
else.
Tony's.
Or Sky
Like,
Moore. Maybe Sky Moore takes a step up somehow.
yeah, I doubt Scott Moore make it through training camp, but
He gonna make it.
yeah,
But then you got
yeah,
Justin Ross still on the team. Is it some of the practice
yeah,
squad guys?
it's gonna be some that receiver room. The only person whose job is safe right now in the receiver room was Rasheed Rice, not no more.
Yeah.
I want to say Worthy
Yeah.
and
Because we don't
Hollywood
even know.
Brown.
Hollywood
Hollywood
Brown, yeah.
Brown. Those the only two.
So sad.
Like I ain't gonna say job, but position ranking, as in
Like where
like
you at?
targets and where
Yeah.
you at and things like that. Like Hollywood Brown and Worthy got they spots. They one
Your
or
spot
two,
on the
two or
depth
one,
chart
whatever.
is locked in now. Guaranteed.
Right.
Like
Yes,
you're
but those
number one and number
others,
two, hands
yeah,
down.
but those other receivers, because it would have been Rasheed Rice, Hollywood Brown, and
Yeah.
Worthy, but
And it would have
now it's
been
just those
mixed
two.
up depending on game plan. Yeah.
Right, the fourth and fifth, but now it's two, three spots open right now.
Yeah.
So
Sheesh.
hey, I want to drive up there one day. If we was really like that, we should do a pod from the playoffs.
Boy, training camp, shit, that's coming faster. Even though it's gonna be
I
a
mean, yeah, the
thousand
training camp.
degrees
That's
by
what I
then.
meant. The training camp. Drive
Yeah,
St. Joe.
drive an hour up
That should
there.
be what wishful thinking, right? I
Since
know
we
it. It
since
should be
we
like,
started with football, look, I'll ask you the question that's been circulating. You should have some nice insight on this. Um, so Austin Reeves was on Pat McAfee, and he said it's 30. He could take 30 NBA players right now, and they'll be. I don't remember exactly what he said. He said something along the lines of they would be like great football players immediately.
right.
And I just wondering, what do you think about that?
Uh, and it's kind of hard for me because I really never had a quorum with like the NFL NBA crossover
Mm-hmm.
thing. It was always like any sport in baseball because I was a baseball player growing up, so I never really had the crossover argument for NBA and basketball in my mind. But when I read it, I was just like 30 NBA players playing the NFL, like because then
Mm-hmm.
I start okay. Now I went to the centers. I was like, well, all of them couldn't play a position because they were
No,
7 feet. Like nobody's playing 7 foot. And then you get down to like maybe power
maybe
forwards,
maybe
and
somebody
then
maybe Embiid could
like
play left tackle or some shit just because
no,
he's 300
mm,
pounds. That's
nah,
about it.
but he's 7'3".
Yeah,
Like
but that helps. The long reach helps, but his knees is fucked up. So that
yeah, like
yeah,
he's not. Somebody do a swim under. What is he doing? He's not. He's not getting down with that de.
you're
Like
done for. Yeah,
think
knees gonna
think
turn
about
into
think about
fucking
somebody like
dust.
who's the top de. Think about somebody like Miles Garrett doing it like
Yeah,
something
that's gonna be
like not
tough,
at all.
especially when you
So
just
then you get
can't
that.
take a
I
foul.
think
Yeah,
the position that really people's eyeing on is like that power forward because those power forwards are usually like small forward power forwards, the 6'5" to like 6'9" athletic
yeah,
power forward, small forward guys like the Aaron Gordons and the LeBrons and Zion's, all those in those positions could possibly and probably should. But I've seen way more NFL players that hoop, and I'm like, bro, you probably could have did some shit. Like Miles Garrett, who the fuck? Like I seen this nigga hoop. I'm like, bro, like I don't think nobody
that
hold
shit is
him if he just like. I really like he what is he like 6'5"?
6'5", 6'6", something like that. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm who's 6'10" in the league right now? AD would probably couldn't hold
no,
him in the paint. Like hey, he would probably back AD down under the
no,
goal.
no. AD would throw his shit. He too long. He
He
too.
would throw it, but I'm just saying as in like
You
strength,
getting your
as in
shit
like
killed. Yeah,
that contact. Like he's still a physical, athletic type of person. So
yeah. So
I wouldn't say
you think
30. I wouldn't say 30, but I think there is
really?
some NFL players that could, I mean, NBA players that could go to NFL. Just like I don't say it's 30 NFL players that can go to the, I think we should level out somewhere between like,
Oh, Miles Garrett's 6'4", by the way. So AD is locking him up. That's sitting at 6'4"
I,
football size. So he might be
what?
like
Oh,
6'3",
well,
and
6'4" football size, 6'4".
yeah, but he probably 270. That's the other side.
Yeah, that's what it was like. Put him in the paint against anybody that's 6'4" in the NBA. He probably running them over.
Yeah.
Like,
But
and
see,
he
so
pretty quick.
so
He
you think
pretty
it's
quick with the
even?
ball.
You think it's relatively
No, I just think
even
it's
that
when we
like for
start trying to compare sports, it's kind of hard because then you take size and things like that into account. Just so like the 6'10" people in the NBA can't do what the 6'10" people in the NFL do.
true.
Like
Well, the 6'10" people in the NFL are 400 pounds left tackle.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like those 6'10"
There's not a
people
lot of
are
them. Yeah,
or or different than those. Like
true,
the freaks in the NFL or just like people you just like wouldn't like Dante Hall was like a freak in the NFL. In the
yeah,
NFL. And look
true.
how big he was. But he wouldn't have did shit in basketball. Like
But see, okay, see, that I think generally speaking, basketball players are easier would be easier adjusted to playing football than vice versa because there's so many because what you said the 6'10" guys that's cool but everybody 6'6" and down we talking about super athletes that could play every skill position possible, you know what I mean, like
yeah, but we talking about people who tweak an ankle and on uh what time management because they can't run too fast. Rather than the dudes who tweak an ankle and next week they playing. Pat Mahomes played the whole playoff with a bum ankle, and these dudes can't even play a whole season with a pulled hamstring. Like it's just different toughness.
I get that, but also we talking about. But see,
These basketball players ain't getting hit like that.
but wait,
I'm
you
sorry.
don't think somebody like Bradley Beal would be a great wide receiver in the NFL? Because if Devontae Smith weigh 100, we got Xavier
No.
Worthy on our team. He 5'10", 160.
Yeah, but
You telling me he taking a hit better than somebody like Bradley
well,
Beal, who's
well,
six
if you used
two
to taking,
twenty?
if you, well, okay, let's stop acting like Xavier Worthy didn't play at one of the powerhouse schools in the nation. Though he could be 169, but he played
True.
at Texas, so he wasn't playing no scrapes. He did. We didn't draft him from North Dakota State, like
That's true. But still, you
so.
don't think you don't. Okay, so look, I'm gonna go to because this the person that made me think immediately of like, oh, Anthony Edwards. You don't think Anthony Edwards
Right?
when he
No, he could. He was
quarterback down?
one of the top a quarterback.
That's what he played. He played quarterback.
He'll be a running back easily. Like I
Well,
wouldn't even. He'll be like a Debo.
I mean, but this is the thing. This is what we. This is. I think this where me and you, where I keep even forgetting to say it, is that like there's a big difference. Debo is 6 foot
Right. But we just saying the
10.
attitude, like because a basketball player's attitude is matched to their toughness. That's why all the top people we think that can go play football is all their attitude
Oh,
is
I need
matched
to
with
see
their
some.
toughness. Like Debo toughness, you would think this man could he played bigger than what he is. I'm saying his attitude and his toughness is just
So
like
hold on, let
there.
me ask you a question. Right?
Yeah.
What do you think Zion's 40-yard dash would be?
Uh
That's
like
like
a 4.6, 4.65, somewhere in there,
okay,
4.7.
because I think it's probably faster than we would imagine. You know what I mean? I feel like he probably is running
I think four
faster than
six
that.
is faster than what we imagine.
Low 4.6, like literally 4.6.
4.62.
Okay, so you think so that because I was about to say
He's not running no four. He's not
if he
running
runs
no
a
four or
4.5,
five.
I think he can run 4 or
Zion's
5
not running a 4 or 5.
mid
Not
to
at all.
high
I
4.
ran a 4.4 in my prime. Zion is not running a 4.5.
Either way, JJ Watt
I'm
is
sorry.
6'5", 280. He ran a 4.85. So we're talking
Right.
about Zion is that size, running a four
Zion.
six.
Yeah, but Miles Garrett ran a
Oh.
4. Jadavion Clowney ran a 4.5. How about what's the size difference on that?
What's dude from the Eagles?
Miles Garrett, like
Jordan
which
Davis,
one?
40 time. Because he ran that.
The
Yeah. So Jordan Davis, remember, this is everybody was blown the fuck away because he was 330 pounds. He ran a 4.78. He ran a 4.8. And everybody was like, what the fuck is
Yeah,
we've
but
never
how
seen
big is
anything like
Zion
this.
though?
6'6", 290,
Okay.
280. That's what I'm saying. We arguing about him running a 4.6. If he was 6'6", and he'd be even bigger because he'd be playing football. He's trying to slim down and play basketball at 280. So we
Yeah,
talking
but
about
if it got
be
bigger, it'd be slower
6'6",
though.
300 pounds, still running a 4.6,
I
running
think he wouldn't run the 4.6
a
at that
high
time though.
4.6. I think he would still have been relatively athletic,
I
close
think he would
to
be a
close that
DE,
gap.
right? Like, because he said
Yeah,
he's 6'6". Because Nick Wright said today he'll be an offensive tackle, so he wouldn't have to run a 42 fast. He'll still be the fastest offensive tackle with a 4.8.
no, you know what? I think I think we underestimating the basketball athletes a little bit here. Like we talking about a dude who's got a 40+ inch vertical, like, and we putting him at
Yeah,
left,
but I've
putting him at
also seen
right
way
tackle
more
or some
basketball
shit.
athletes who can't even catch a football.
True, you a corner then. If you fast, and that's what I mean.
That
Like,
don't make you a just if you fast. I just feel like basketball is like I played all the sports, so
well,
I
I mean,
can say like
you telling me that the
it's like I'm
footwork
just saying
doesn't translate
I
to a lot of that? Basketball is a lot of footwork. It would be
yeah,
pretty
I ain't saying
crazy.
footwork, but I'm just saying like I just feel like basketball no disrespect to basketball players that just listen to this and things like that. I feel like out of all three sports, they I don't I'm trying to say it nice to not make them call them like stupid, but like I don't know. I feel like it's well, I wouldn't say all three sports. Those two sports combined, because IQ don't have nothing. I mean, you got to have IQ for baseball, but it's a different type.
It's different.
But I
Yeah.
just feel, yeah. But I just feel like just the IQ is different for like you can't just throw somebody a corner. Like it's like
Yeah.
understanding or receive. Like it's still hard to play corner because your IQ have to like. That's why the top corners are real smart because they IQ like. I feel like anybody could, if you could get a bucket, you can get a bucket regardless on your IQ. You don't have to pass the ball. You just now know how to get a bucket.
True.
Like it,
But
so I
not,
just feel
but
like
still, but we talking about putting
no.
them in a. We talking about one state.
I just feel like some of these the top.
You just it's to you it's a lot more mentality than it is like the physical traits
Right.
translating. So then if
Yes.
we take that and we say, do you think there are 30 athletic people who have the mindset to transfer to playing football? But we seen Bron
But
play.
But
Shit
the
looks
mindset,
silly,
like I
bro.
got the and like I
LeBron
mean,
and the people call LeBron soft. And we've seen what LeBron did on the football field. It looks silly, bro. It looks ridiculous.
yeah, but they call him
Easy
soft because
him,
they
for him.
because it's LeBron. Like
Yeah, yeah.
they
I'm
just
saying,
want.
come on. And I just looked it up. Zion said that he would want to play tight end or wide receiver, and he think he could run a 4.5. If Zion ran a 4.5 and he played tight end, who the fuck is stopping Zion?
I mean, he sound like
What?
Vernon Davis.
Well, yeah. No, they somebody
like,
the article compared him to Kyle Pitts, who's 6'5", 245, and ran a 4.4.
Yeah, but he didn't. I mean, he good, but he didn't light the league up last year like he was supposed to. Maybe this year he do.
But I mean,
and then
you
maybe
need a
we can think
quarterback
something up.
to
Yeah,
catch
I mean,
passes.
yeah, but now they got two. So
I think there's more. I think the problem is there's just more football players in general. That's the problem, really. So
I mean,
are you telling me there's probably
no,
more than
because you got
30
basketball
football
players
players
overseas. You got the basketball players who didn't make it. They overseas.
Yeah,
You
but
got the G League,
I think that's the problem with the transition is there's only what is it 400 spots in the NBA and there's what 1,000. You know what I mean? There's fucking
right.
60 plus spots for 32 teams versus 15 for 30 teams. And
Well,
I think
maybe Austin Reeves should have thought about those numbers before he said 30 and 30.
it's like can the centers play in the NFL? Fuck no. Like them can't go play in the NFL
but it's crazy
right
because half the
but
tight ends in the
could
early.
Jalen Brunson be a running back? You don't think Jalen Brunson could be just
Yeah,
a second string running back right now?
yeah, he could be
Easy.
like a.
He's
What?
200
But can we not? Half the tight ends in the early 2000s came from college basketball.
And they were shitty basketball players. That's what I'm trying to say. They were not great basketball players.
But they probably never took it serious enough to become that great. Like
no,
now we're talking about players that played.
Tony Gonzalez went to Cal.
Right.
That's a pretty good. You're in the Pac-10 back then, or whatever it was.
Right, but he was a dual sport athlete, and obviously one sport had to take. I mean, he got PT, but he probably was like, they probably gave him PT because he was Tony Gonzalez on the football team.
Yeah, but then so now you kind of agreeing with me then a little bit. It's just like
no, I know. I'm just saying, like, if Tony would have took basketball serious, then he probably would have been a really good basketball player. But he was just Tony Gonzalez, the great football player that played basketball.
Because here's the other thing: how many of those football players that you're talking about that hoop can actually dribble? Like something just simple.
Half of them was
having a handle.
Half of them was power forward 6'6", and they just turn around and dunk it. They was like Blake Griffin without the hops and major hops and shit.
That's another point. Is like those football players that are 6'5", 6'6". You not doing that against Wembanyama. You not doing that against MB. You're not doing that against a lot of the fours now because they spreading you out. That's why I think really the conversation that would need to be had is small forwards, a lot of the really shooting guards and point guards. Do you think? I think there's a lot. I don't know 30 because then that's like every starter.
Right, that's what I said. It's not 30, but is there players?
It's a lot though.
Yeah, it's not a lot.
It's a lot.
It's not 30. You saying it's a lot like it's 30.
It's probably more than 30 now that I think about it.
that can play in the NFL.
Yeah, that
Any
can play. So what's the question we asking?
all right,
Starting
now we go.
or
What does
or
play
or
mean?
play?
Like we're not gonna
No,
do
no.
this. Like
There's three different tiers. I would say a straight up starter, somebody that gets playing time, like a second string defensive end. You're getting a lot of
like a Tony Pollard with Zeke type thing.
like yeah, you getting a lot of tick. The second running back, the third wide receiver, like shit like that. Like you getting playing time, and then somebody just
Yeah,
the team. I think a lot more than we would imagine make the team. Damn near half would probably make the team just off athleticism.
I don't
Just
know. Based on what the free agent
hurt
list looked like
feet.
this year, these niggas ain't want that free agent list is loaded this year with some players that should be on teams and they ain't. So how is these great ass NFL players can't find a team, but these random NBA players can make a team? Like, I don't know.
I just because they better
It,
athletes. I think that's what it all boils down to. They're just the better
because
athletes.
they ain't been hit for 20 years. Like it was just like
That's going to be the
prime
big
wise, like
difference. But I don't give a if
they
like
conditioned their bodies to be great athletes for basketball.
hold on. So I'm gonna use Bradley Beal because I feel like that's a good
What
like
is
a
he? Six
regular.
one,
He's
195?
6'4", 210. That's what I'm trying to
Yeah.
say. Even Bradley Beal seems small. He's 6'4". Even if that's NBA at he's 6'3", 210.
Yeah, so
But that's
6'3",
AJ
210.
Brown.
Yeah,
AJ
but
Brown is
he don't
6'1", 210, and he's huge. That's what
yeah,
I'm
but
trying
he's
to like.
not
We losing
AJ,
perspective on this.
yeah, well, no, but just because Bradley Beal is a good hooper don't make him a he probably unorthodox on the football field, look all weird. Like
Yeah,
he's
I'm
just like
sure. I'm
yeah,
sure.
but just because he's 6'3", 210 don't mean he can play football. You
No,
know how many
but
people I don't run into be like, oh damn, bro, you big, you play football. Like it's just it's like no, just because he got the size for football
but
is a reason why he
those.
picked basketball, right?
But here's the thing: those people that you talking about that are big athletic people, they're gonna get a chance. And then what percentage of those people is there? So here we'll end it here. Do you think it's 30 people in the? We'll just go up the tier. Do you think it's 30 NBA players that make a team? It's
No, no,
really.
I don't. I
I'm
don't. I
gonna do
don't
some
think.
math on this and go through some of the rosters and figure it out. Because I think you're thinking
I just
about
don't.
KD. Like, no, KD is not
I'm
making
not thinking of K. That why would a hell the fuck
LeBron.
no? What the LeBron?
LeBron
LeBron now. The only reason why we count LeBron is because we know he can. We seen it. We seen
if
like we
I
know
think
LeBron
LeBron
good.
can, I also think Zion can. I think
Right.
there's
Zion was on my
other
list.
people with those body types that
Aaron
will make
Gordon.
sense. I think somebody like back in the day, Lance Stevenson, six
Well, we
five,
know.
two hundred
Well,
and
I
thirty
wasn't thinking
pounds.
about
I'm just
old
thinking of in
NFL. I'm
general. I'm just thinking of
no.
like
Well, he said NBA players of today. He said
right now.
today's
Yeah, yeah.
NBA players. No, it's 30 of them. Fuck no. Of the old of the past, like Derrick
No,
Rose
right
or
now. Okay, if we go right
like
now, I would have to look at all the
Westbrook,
rosters and figure this
Lance
out.
Stevenson. Back in the day, yeah, back in the day, probably because they had the mindset. They probably put pads on and go crazy
You don't
and hit
think
some people.
you don't think Josh Hart right now could go be a receiver? 6'4",
Josh Hart,
215.
yeah, with Josh Hart,
But there's a bunch of those guys
no,
out there.
yeah,
That's
but
my
there's
point.
he has that Josh. Get you know what Josh Hart's good at? Getting rebounds. Guess
That's
what
my
receivers
point.
go get? But yeah, but he's like real elite at his size at getting boards.
Okay, here's an
So
odd
he's
one.
in a like
Here's a weird one. You don't think Luca could play tight end?
Luca ain't trying to get hit. That man is
You
the
crazy.
get the
You
hell out of here.
crazy.
Luca playing tight end.
He'll
Luca
play.
ain't
He'll
putting
be
no damn.
playing just like
That
Kelsey.
nigga
I'm
that
not
nigga a
putting my
pretty
head on. No,
boy.
I'm getting out of
Hell
bounds.
nah.
Go out of bounds, fall down. That's all you got to do.
Hell nah. I can't see Luca playing no damn football.
Telling
Fuck.
you, man.
He got just enough killer
What's
mentality
Luca?
for basketball. Like hell nah.
Oh wait, hold on.
Luca playing football, it would be insane. Like I would love to
You
see
don't
it.
think Kyrie could be a wide receiver?
It'd be Odell if he could catch.
Then it's a
Like,
oh man, this is I'm gonna go through and just find every.
but I'm just going off because I like Kyrie. Like he good, but ball handling. Like, what does ball handling transition to in football? Like, oh, he's the
Etching the
best
ball.
ball handling.
Yes, because it's hand-eye coordination. I'm dribbling the
That
ball
ain't, bro.
without looking at it.
No,
You
the
don't think I
fuck.
could go up and
You
catch the
know,
ball now? Your
Okay, so
hands and your brain are more connected than any
hard,
football
bro.
player.
Let's
Easy.
not bring in the hand or kind of hand-eye coordination there, because half these good ball dribblers couldn't even go in a batter's box and hit a baseball.
That's different though. You don't think
No,
they
but that's
a
your
pop
hand-eye
fly? You
coordination.
don't think they could
Fuck
just go out
no.
and catch a pop fly?
I'm sure. I'm 100% sure they couldn't hit it if I threw the ball. So think
No,
about
that's the
it.
hardest shit though. That's everybody always baseball is
Like,
the hardest
so
sport.
we can't say that's hand-eye coordination. Dribbling the ball, catching the ball, and hitting the ball, doing all three things with the ball is different.
I don't know. I think those that I think basketball's skills and athleticism because I personally believe the NBA players are the best athletes. And if we took any of them
Fuck no,
from high school on and started and had them playing football,
no.
they would a lot of them would dominate. Because we talking about dudes that are 6'5". We see that's I think that's kind of where me and you disconnect is that there's a lot of the football players they 6'5" and 90% of them are stiff athletes. Every
I don't
athlete in
think
the
they
NBA
wait.
is going to be
That's no. But
mostly a
where you
fluid,
see
regular moving person.
where you miss me at is I don't think that neither of those two sports are the best athletes.
Who is?
Baseball players.
Oh
Like why
no,
do I have to do
the
this
most
to
skilled. Yeah,
like they're the best like what do you mean the most
no
like I just don't
way.
how many the greatest
Athletes.
quarterbacks them played baseball and
That
like
is
how many
not
people have been
that's not
drafted in the
athletic to me.
NFL playing baseball is not being
So
athletic
wait,
being
wait,
a
wait,
shortstop
wait, wait,
wait
wait,
have
wait.
you ever had to play
Shortstop,
shortstop yeah
shortstop,
center field
center field. Yeah, yeah.
this
Outfield. Okay, hold
blows
wait.
my mind
Wait
like
a minute. Hold on. Okay, first
we're not
base.
for the yeah
First base
first
is
base
athletic
first base is like the
position.
no, they just got to hit bombs, but they still got to be. You know how quick those balls come, and you still got
Fucking
to be
stand
some type
there.
of quick on your feet. No, they just don't stand there. Like it's a hot corner, bro. Like you got to react that quick, being 6'5", 250, and react that quick for a hot hit down the line. Like
Bro, what are we?
nah,
Hold on. What are we saying right now, bro?
they not the best, bro. The best
Say
athletes are
it.
baseball players, dog. I'm sorry, I'll let you know that right now.
There's no way. We'll have to put. We're posting this for sure as a
Yeah,
clip
like
because I just
it's
don't
fine.
believe that.
Shout
They
out to my
the most
baseball
skilled.
players.
I will give you the most skilled, hands down. At like the thing they do takes the most skill to do, but
Yes, but I
athletically,
knew so many. Yes, I knew so growing up, so many good baseball players growing up, even into high school, going to college, that played multiple sports and was good
that's
at multiple
different.
sports.
That's
No,
different,
because
man.
all those things you working in
But how do you know
baseball,
it's not the other
all
way? How do you know because they played or basketball and football? I mean, that didn't translate
because
more to
baseball work
baseball.
on your quick twitch muscles, which a lot of those other sports don't.
Have you seen Anthony Edwards play basketball? Have you
But
seen
you
Russell Westbrook play basketball?
Yes, but like
Have you
those
seen Derrick
because those
Rose
are
and D Wade
athletes.
plays
Those are
basketball?
athletes though. Like, but everybody in baseball, the quick twitch is what they work on because that's what you
Oh man,
do. Like
we're gonna argue about
throwing
this all
angles,
day.
throwing angles. So like we like don't get me
That's
on that
not.
car. You know how this is.
That's
Like
like
don't
cerebral
just
shit to me. That's different. That's skill. That's see everything you saying sounds more like skill to me
it's no it's but
than
it's still
actual athleticism. So then Tom Brady a great athlete?
he got drafted to play baseball. So
So that makes him he was a
it's like
fucking
it proved my he was a
what's the name?
college.
Catcher. He was a
It
catcher.
it don't matter what he played. He got
There's no
drafted,
what athleticism is there in catching?
and what and catch
You
been playing
just
a catcher.
your knees, you got good knees.
All right, bro, don't do this right now. You just trying to get
Nah,
all the baseball trollers on. Don't like to be a
I probably won't
catcher.
even post this whole thing though. I'm just trolling you now a little bit.
I'm like that
I
shit
don't
out of
believe that.
control.
I'm being honest. I don't believe that. Baseball players are the best
Hey
athletes.
man,
No way.
all right.
No way. I'll give you. It's harder to hit a baseball, throw a baseball, catch a. But I will give you the skills of doing all that stuff is harder than throwing a football, catching a football, shooting a basketball. The only thing the second to me, that's the thing. The second to like hitting a baseball and throwing a baseball is dribbling the ball. It's motherfuckers right now that are guards that are Jaylen Brown's in the league. He can't dribble with his left hand. He makes $60 million a year. He can't dribble with his left hand. Like, to me, and then football is down the line. I don't think it's easy. That's the thing. I think you making it seem like I'm saying the transition would be easy. No, but it's probably 30. It's probably more than 30 right now that could do it. That can make that transition. I didn't think we was gonna argue about that.
I just gotta say,
I did not think that's what we was gonna
whoever
argue
think they
about.
can
That's
out
crazy.
hoop me, out baseball me, out anything me, just hit me up. The real top five. Like, yeah.
Oh, I guess let's just keep going football real quick. So, since the new playoff format, every single year there has been 6 teams that go into the playoffs that didn't play last year, and 6 teams that made the playoffs that didn't make it the next year. So my question to you right now is: do you got 6 teams? Where would be a start?
Is it 6 teams like between both? Like,
yeah, between all 14 spots.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was about to say it's only 7 teams in one division. Like, where we
Yeah.
this?
It's
Like,
6 total.
Okay.
So where do you want to start? 6 teams in or 6 teams? The 6 teams that would be out.
Well, I guess we could just do division by division because I just want to see.
Hold on.
Because last year in the AFC, obviously you had Houston, Kansas City, Ravens, Bengals, Steelers, and
wait.
right.
Bengals didn't make it. Browns.
There we go. Browns,
Ravens,
Steelers,
Bills, Chiefs, Texans, Browns, Dolphins, Steelers.
Dolphins. There we go. So who will be out? Say that again. Chiefs is staying. Houston is staying. Ravens is staying. So that's good. Steelers is out. Let's just do it like that.
Okay.
Steelers is out. Dolphins is staying. Oh. Bills is out. So that's two things out of there. I think Dolphins is staying. So that's 4 teams in the AFC is staying. And I think replacing the Bills and the
So you have Bills, Browns, Steelers out. Because you just didn't say nothing about the Browns. So I'm just assuming that they out too. That. But I mean, hey,
no, I said Ravens.
They was 5-1 with Deshaun Watson.
No, so it's Kansas City, Houston. Let's go off division one.
Because you said 4. You said Ravens, Chiefs, Texans, Dolphins is 4.
Right. Those are all my division winners.
Yeah, that leaves out
the 3 wild cards, right?
Bills. No, because Bills was the 2nd seed. Because that leaves out Bills,
so that's my
Browns,
wild card
Steelers.
winners for next year's.
Yeah. So then you saying, Browns, Steelers, and Bills are out. Those are the 3 you got out.
Yeah, but I said the 4 teams that I named are going to be my division winners for this year.
Okay.
So it's the Dolphins, Ravens, Chiefs, obviously.
Texans.
And then Texans. Those are my division winners. And then I got the Colts going. That's 6. I mean, the Steelers would if they had Justin Fields playing, but that's a different story.
Let's start with just out. Let's talk about who we got out. So you for sure are like Steelers is out, Bills is out. Browns sounded like you wasn't too sure how you felt about the Browns.
Yeah, I gotta see what the
they like. I don't know.
That's like my teeter team, like 6, 7 teams somewhere in there. But I know for sure those 4 teams in the Colts. I think the Colts gonna sneak in there.
You're gonna hate me for this one a little bit. I'm worried a little bit about the Texans kind of falling back to where they should be. And all it takes is somebody like the Colts taking the step up with Anthony Richardson back. And now you're just in a weird spot. And the Jags, if Trevor Lawrence isn't hurt, I think that division, I think the AFC South is going to be a little weirder than we expect. Just because Trevor Lawrence was hurt. No AR.
But they ain't do nothing with their defense, though.
True. But I'm with you on, I think Bills, I don't know if Bill, this is the year. They should have saved all that Josh Allen Superman shit for this upcoming year. Because now he dragged his team to the playoffs. All that shit y'all said was just completely true. This man really just is carrying that fucking team just off. They don't have anybody.
I mean, he might live and die by them legs this year, boy. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah. Um, Dolphins is a little scary. I don't know how you just threw the Dolphins straight in. I mean, because the division is going
No,
to
I
be
said they was gonna win.
yeah, yeah. But I'm saying I don't know how. I don't know if I trust them to just win the division outright. Just because look at they lost so much. They lost what two offensive
But the
linemen.
thing,
They lost their two top defensive
but the
linemen. They
thing about
lost
it, the thing,
they second best corner.
yeah, but the thing about it is, the question was the 6 teams in the playoffs. I
The
just think
16,
those are
no, no.
my
We was gonna start. I was trying to start with the six teams that you would have out of the playoffs
okay. Well,
first, and then we'll do the six teams we see in to replace those teams.
yeah, those 4 teams are going to be in the playoffs regardless if they win it. I think those are my division winners, but they're gonna be in the playoffs regardless if they win a division or not. I think they're gonna all squeak in, like the Dolphins, the Chiefs, the Texans. I always forget that fourth division. And who did I say? Dolphins, Chiefs, Texans,
Ravens.
and Ravens.
That's what. Yeah.
Those are my 4 playoff people who's going to stay. The other 2
So
or 3,
okay, I see what you did. Yeah. So basically the same, but just replace Bills with Dolphins.
right? Basically,
Okay. I see. I think Dolphins is for sure. To me, is one of the teams. I think they're taking a step back. Bills take a step back. Jets with Aaron Rodgers, I think is going to be surprising. I know people want to hate on the shit. I want to hate on the shit too, but the more I look at it, it's not because the Jets are good. It's because the Bills and the Dolphins got worse.
what they say,
Like
games ain't
that's
played
it.
on paper.
True. But it's like when you like the Dolphin shit is very alarming. Like two offensive linemen are gone, two best defensive linemen are gone, two linebackers are gone, they second best corner is gone.
Mm.
And we're just rolling out there like let's go with no replacements at any of that shit. We got Odell.
No,
That's what we did. We went and signed another wide receiver.
for $8 million.
Yeah. And drafted like a running back and a defensive end that basically is just a pass rush guy, like
Oh no,
exclusively.
when we do our final playoff predictions after preseason 1.
Yeah.
we,
But
but
okay,
right
let's
now,
go.
I don't trust the Jets right now
So
until
we agree. Let's agree on the teams of the AFC that we have out of last year's playoffs being Steelers,
right.
Bills, and
Mm-hmm.
Browns. I think we can just kind of
Yeah,
even because I'm questionable on the Browns too, but we'll make that's the
but
three
we
from the
both got the
AFC we're
Colts
kicking
in
out.
there though.
Yeah, but we'll come back and put who we
Yeah,
want the new three we're gonna put in. Okay, so the
yeah.
NFC last year was this is in order from 1 to 7. 49ers, Cowboys, Lions, Buccaneers, Eagles, Rams, Packers. So now we need 3 teams definitively that are out of here. First off, Buccaneers are not making it back.
No, they're not.
They barely
No,
made
no.
it this year. They got
No.
lucky that Desmond Ritter was so bad. Because
Yeah,
they win one
yeah.
more game, then the Buccaneers don't even have a chance to win the division.
I don't even know because I mean, I guess the Falcons. The Falcons is winning the NFC South, I think.
I
So
think I
I just
think Kirk
like them.
Cousins is worth at least one more win, and I don't think the Buccaneers necessarily
Yeah, I think
did
the Falcons
much.
win that division. I think the 49ers win, obviously, that division. Um, but the crazy thing is like, I think, I know we're just doing like 3 out, 3 in, but I know they both come from the same division, but I think the Lions and the Packers both make it this year.
So then you talking about Buccaneers, Rams, Eagles, Cowboys. One of those
No, I'm just saying
teams,
that,
two of
well,
those teams got
yeah,
to go then. If we going by the rule that's been prevalent for whatever it is, like 6 years now,
yeah.
then it's like,
So,
oh, so
so
who
I
missing?
don't. I'm not too like as much as I want to be high on the Cowboys. The Cowboys. I
The
don't know.
Cowbills is actually kind
the,
of we hype them up, say they're gonna win every year, and then they don't do it. We
I
say the
think this is the
quarterback's
year
great
when
and he
we just
folds
sit
up.
back and like this might not be like a 12-win season this year. Like they
I'm with
haven't
you.
done
They
nothing.
didn't do. We talking
I
about the
don't.
Dolphins didn't do nothing. They
And
really
I was
didn't do
high
nothing.
on them this last season. Like I was always defending that. Like I don't
Yeah.
think the Cowboys is making the playoffs this year. I don't. If there's a
Wow.
bet out there, I don't think they make the playoffs this year.
So then you
It's
basically are guaranteeing that the
I think
Eagles
they
win the
might.
division.
I think they might be fighting with the Vikings for like that 7th seed.
Mm. Okay. So damn. So hold on. Wait. So that means we take in. Okay, let's just say
Because
Bucks and
The
Cowboys are
Rams is
out.
still the same. Even though they
It's the
lost
same
Aaron
team,
Donald,
and they weren't
that's the
healthy
same
last year
team.
either.
Yeah, it's the same. Like the Rams, you can't. They might be like the 6th seed because I think I got the 49ers win, but they still gonna be in the playoff run. Like
Damn. So
I
we
don't think
hold
the
on. Fuck. So we
I don't
saying
think the Rams. I don't think the Cowboys can beat the Rams right now. Even like on paper they could, but if they matched up right now with the rosters that they have, I think the Rams win.
I'm kind of with you though. That's the crazy. It's tough. It's saying it, and it's crazy because I've been shitting on the Cowboys kind of all last year, but it just sounds crazy still to be like, yeah. But the more I look at it, yeah, we saying Bucks for sure probably out.
Yeah,
Then you saying Cowboys are out, so that moves the
yeah,
Eagles because who else is going to win the division but the
yeah,
Eagles
no,
then? So
yeah.
now we picking between Packers, Rams, Lions to miss. One of them teams would have to miss then
They're
if to
not.
keep this
I don't.
rule alive
Yeah.
or this coincidence, I guess technically is
You are
what
they're right. Yeah, I guess I
this
don't.
idea, yeah, whatever the fuck it is.
I don't. The only way I could see Packers and Lions, one of them missing, is if Minnesota comes in and wreck the day.
Ooh, I don't
So
see that though.
but I mean, because they still got
I
good
think
pieces around that rookie quarterback. So maybe you can squeeze in
they
like
missing one
a
thing though.
mystery.
Who is they running
Uh,
back?
then they draft. Wait, they signed somebody. I thought.
Who?
I feel like
I know
Minnesota signed
the
somebody.
Green Bay signed Josh Jacobs. I know that. That's why I can't put the Packers out of the playoffs next year just right now
Yeah, I
because it's
thought they
like
got Aaron Jones.
the Vikings got Aaron Jones. Is that like a needle mover though?
Who did he go?
I
Who did
think
he
he
go to
did. I think
then?
you're right. Actually, you're right. Let me make sure here. Jones. Yeah, they did sign Aaron Jones.
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean,
Okay. All right. All right. That's. I mean, he's. Yeah.
now okay, so now
Yeah.
he's sounding after everybody was like the real Aaron on the Packers. Now he lead the Packers like who's Aaron Jones though? Like
I mean, I wasn't really
we
when Aaron Jones
disrespect
came
running
back
back
this year. I
so
wasn't
much.
that
It's
hyped
just
though.
we disrespect running back so it's just
I mean, he's
crazy
not
how we do
wrong.
that to them.
It's just tough. Like,
But 32-year-old Derrick Henry can go to the Ravens. We just like, yeah, give him 150 more carries. Like,
that shit's
what is going
crazy.
on?
They just that's still. I mean, I
I
see why the Packers did it. They switched him out for Josh
a
Jacobs. They
younger,
want somebody.
a smaller, younger version. Like they run the same. Like if you ask me, it's just
I
one.
don't think so. I think one is more north and I
I,
think Josh Jacobs is more like hit the gap and that's it type of shit. More than like Aaron Jones is like give me a swing pass, like
yeah,
get
but
me outside in
he
space more. And he's we also are talking about 30 versus 26. That's kind of a
yeah, you got 4 years. But I mean, Aaron Jones could. That's probably why he started doing more swing passes because I know when he was younger, he used
yeah,
to load the lumber a little bit.
true. But so, yeah, I don't know. So I guess the real we looking at Cowboys Bucks, and then we would have to make a decision on Rams Packers or Lions, I
Mm.
guess. I'm leaning towards the Rams would be more likely
Yeah,
to
I'm gonna say the
miss the
Rams out
playoffs
of to be the ones that miss, but they just so
because then you got but
they
God
coach too
damn the
well though.
NFC is fucking trash because as soon as I
They just
scroll
coach. Them
down,
said,
it's like bro, who else we replacing them with? The only person I guess if Caleb Williams is good, if the Vikings,
yeah, I
if
guess the
JJ McCarthy's
Bears.
good, the Seahawks, they in the same
It's a
division,
lot of
so it's
question
like
marks with it, And shout out to all these fans who's probably gonna tell us how we don't know football
true.
because we're not naming any other teams. But it's just like none of these other teams have
Who do you
recent
like?
track records.
The
Like,
Saints, the
it's
Falcons, the
like
Giants,
I know it's high
Commanders.
hopes in all y'all cities for
Oh, here
these
we go.
teams.
Sleeper team. Healthy Kyler Murray and the Cardinals. With Marvin Harrison Jr. I mean, Kyler Murray came on at the end of the season. He played pretty well. They almost beat the Texans in that one game.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we're gonna have to come back to also, is Kyler Murray top 10?
Top 10 what?
Top 10.
Like we just starting to have conversations. Oh, we are getting into that off season where we're gonna
Yes.
have to find
We're
something
gonna
to
have to
talk
do
about.
some wild conversations, bro.
Because it's just like sometimes I don't be here for it. It's like God, I'm not gonna sit here and argue about
Let me
Kyler Murray
see.
being a
Where did
top
I
10.
have Kyler Murray last time we did one of these was, I think this is post Super Bowl. I had Kyler Murray 18th. He higher than that.
So is he top? Like, what did I have him? Because I don't even think I had him. Did I have him
I
now?
don't
I can't
know.
even remember.
I don't know. You had this is
He
when we
couldn't have been
pick.
in
This is
my
when we
top
pick
10.
teams. So if I just adjust our two lists to see where he ranks between us on an average, it's like, because you picked Kyler Murray 11th, which means I let him fall past 11th also. So that means
That's
he's at
like the
like
22nd.
20th. Yeah, so 18th, 20th
But
probably
that's
is.
because I
We probably
needed a
agree right now.
quarterback.
Yeah, because
It
my
ain't like a
11th pick was Derek Carr.
oh yeah.
So
See,
basically, Kyler. But no, you know what's not fair though? You have Justin Fields and Brock Purdy and Anthony Richardson and Geno over Kyler Murray. I don't know if I'm putting. I don't, now looking back at it, it's like I don't
Anthony
know if
Richard,
I'm
yes.
picking him or Dak. I have Baker. Like I picked Baker before Kyler. That's
Mm-hmm.
not happening again. A healthy Kyler Murray, that shouldn't happen again. But look, I didn't mean
Wasn't
to
Kyler
put.
Murray healthy and then went to the playoffs and saw Aaron Donald and just threw that bitch behind him? Like shit, I guess
I'll
anybody can have
agree.
this ball.
But I guess it's I don't know. But
No, I'm
so
not putting the
no.
card.
But
That
wait, do we really
leave the bold takes for closer to the NFL season. We
do
not
we
gonna do this
really
right
no,
now.
see, this is where we get to test them out at, because people aren't gonna pay attention to the football things we talk about
We're
right
not gonna say Kyler Murray, a healthy Kyler Murray, is the only reason the
now.
Cardinals didn't make it
No.
to the playoffs.
Marvin Harrison Jr.,
Okay,
the defense was carrying them all last year, if we be honest. They beat the
right.
Cowboys on James
Yeah, and they
Harris
beat
back.
yeah.
But that's what I mean is like Kyler Murray's back, the defense is back, the running game is solid. They have Marvin Harrison Jr. now. I don't versus Hollywood Brown feels like
Okay.
an upgrade. That's why I was like, but I guess that's why I got animated there for a second. Are we really guaranteeing that like a team like the Bears are going to be better than the Cardinals, or the
No, we
Vikings?
just
The
guarantee
Vikings
we know
came to your mind first over the
yes,
Cardinals.
but we guaranteeing the 49ers win our division, so they really
Oh
only have
yeah,
3 spots to fight for,
but
not
but we're
7.
but we're kicking if we're kicking the Rams, Bucks,
I'm
and
not kicking the
Cowboys out.
Rams out over the Cardinals.
So
I'm
then you're
sorry.
kicking the Packers out then, because we saying the Eagles
No.
are winning. So then you
Then
keep
it
it.
got to be more teams out the AFC to come out because the Rams is
There
there.
we go.
Like, because we're not going to do this right now. I'm not going to have an argument with is the Cardinals making it to the play. The NFC West about to have 3 teams in the NFC playoffs.
No,
Save me
it'll
something. That's what we about to
be
do.
nah, because we
So you about to kick you. So you kicking the Rams. So they'll put that on the take right now.
wait,
You
hold
kicking
on.
the Rams out for the Cardinals.
Okay, so let's look at this again. We saying 49ers,
Right.
Eagles,
Uh-huh.
Lions,
Right.
and then
The
Falcons.
Falcons.
Okay, so now
So
we got
nobody else
three
from the
wild
South is
card
going.
spots.
Nobody else from the South is going.
Fuck no. Who? The
Right.
Buccaneers gonna make it back?
That's what I'm
The
saying. So that's
Saints?
easy. Easy
Okay.
money. Bam.
So now we talking about
The Packers.
we
They
talking
got
about
3 spots. The
Rams,
Packers got 1. The Rams got 1.
Packers. So then we have one spot left.
Right.
So basically, hold on. I just want to point out what we're doing right now. We're basically saying that the Cowboys and the Buccaneers are guaranteed out, and we're
What?
replacing them with who?
But if we got, well, I mean, if the Cowboys and Bucks is out and the only competition is the Cardinals, then I think the Cowboys is making it.
Just a whole NFC running back. But history tells us that something will happen. There'll be an injury or something weird.
Yeah, I mean, okay, if that's the case, then Jordan.
Hold on,
the Lions.
One of us gotta be the Bears guy here also, because Caleb Williams is gonna be the hottest topic in the world.
The eighth pick is the Bears. What? 7th pick is the Bears. All right, let our take do whatever it do. Like We'll see. I don't know. I mean,
We still have one slot left. That's the problem. If we saying Cowboys, Bucks is out, and we replacing them with the Bears, and then that's why the Cardinals to me is up next, unless the Vikings really
it's
do
hard for
something.
the Bears with me is because they in the same division as the
Yeah, because
Packers,
now we're saying three.
and
Yeah,
but it's just like they all could beat up on each other, and it could be like the NFC South, and then just like only one could go because everybody's 9-7. It's like or some bullshit like that. It's
yeah,
like and that's possible
7-10.
too. And that's possible too, where that division is just a dogfight and everybody's splitting games.
Because what you had Packers 9-8, Bears 7-10, and Vikings 7-10. So they was damn near still. Maybe it is. Maybe it really is three because they really did win 7 games with Justin Fields and Tyler Bagent, and they got to 7 wins. And I know I was
And
talking shit about Justin
he's such a
Fields.
bad call, and he's such a bad quarterback. That's
He's gonna
crazy.
lose his job to Russell Wilson. That's gross. All right, hold on. So okay, so let's we got to pick two then. So what if I'm saying I'll put Cardinals in as my bid. He just like fucking put the Cowboys back in. Fuck that shit.
Nah,
He's just like I don't want
as my
nobody
random
else.
like as in the NFC. You know what?
I
You
feel
want to
like
go on a whim and a high whim. You know, bold takes right now
the
since it's May,
longer
and
you
that's what
doing
we're
this, the
doing.
more of a reach it's starting to feel like.
You know, I'm gonna
Go
go.
ahead.
I'm gonna go. My boy Jaden Daniels out there in Washington. Let's go, Commanders. Let's go get this mug. Let's get that seventh spot and clinch that mug. Surprise
All right.
everybody.
Okay, so I'll concede. Okay, so this is gonna sound so crazy. All right, so in the NFC, then we'll switch back to the AFC and put the other 3 teams in. So we saying 49ers, Eagles, Lions. Oh, you know what? No, that's right. Never mind. Falcons. Then who? That's 4. So then the 3
Mhm.
wild card teams we had were the Packers
Cardinals
and the Cardinals, and then
and the
and the
Commanders.
Commander. Okay, all right. We can. The NFC is so fucking trash. We
It
can't
is
even have
it.
the conversation is terrible because like
It's
everybody
like,
sucks.
are you sure? Like, I think.
Like, think about when we go to the NFC, the teams that we get to pick from, the 3 we can replace with are the Bengals, the Jags, the Colts, the Raiders, the Broncos, the Jets, Titans, Chargers, Patriots. Everybody but the Patriots feels like, yeah,
It's an argument.
they can
Like, you
win
can
8 or 9
argue that
games.
point.
Yeah.
And
Like, that's so crazy that it's that different. Like,
it's crazy because a lot of those NFC teams going to be spoilers for the AFC teams.
mm-hmm. Oh, that's tough. All right, so we decided Steelers, Browns, Bills are gone. So right now we
Ugh.
have Ravens, Dolphins, Chiefs, Texans as our division winners. We need 3 AFC teams to come back in and make the playoffs now. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't know if the Bengals make the
Mm.
playoffs again.
No, they like I don't think the Bengals squeak in.
I think they've lost too much. It's too much going on.
I would probably pick the in that division to be number 2, the Browns over the Bengals right now.
I think we both
Sad to
agree
say.
on Colts. So let's
Yeah.
start with the Colts are the
Yeah.
first of the 3 that we're both putting.
Especially adding AD Mitchell to
Yeah.
that team too.
AR's back.
Good
Like we
pickup.
get to see that. So then we're left with 2. And now that's where it gets awkward. My first instinct, and see, that's why I keep going. It's just like fuck. I don't want to keep putting 3 division teams in,
It usually
but
fall
it
like
keeps
that.
happening like that. Because for me, it's like the next team that rings in my ear is the Jaguars
Jacksonville. See, I would say
with Trevor
Jacksonville. Yeah.
Lawrence just being healthy all year. Like I know the receiver situation isn't the best anymore, but it's also like just healthy Trevor Lawrence all year might just give you 2 more wins, and that puts you at 11.
Where
Which
did
that's making
Calvin
the
Ridley
playoffs.
go?
The Titans.
Yeah, okay. So I mean, that
which
might be a team that might sneak in there
but no
because then
Derrick
they put
Henry
they
and
signed
Will
Pollard
Levis.
though, didn't they?
I think so.
Yeah, they signed Bernard Pollard. I
Bernard
mean, it's
Pollard
not
is a
Derek.
crazy throwback.
Yeah, that is.
I
Oh, I said Bernard Pollard.
said Bernard Pollard, yeah. Yeah, he's with the
Yeah,
Titans, yeah.
yeah. You know what Pollard I'm talking about? Shit.
Yeah. But just I heard that
Hey,
name and instantly thought about Tom
man.
Brady's knees. I was like, oh shit.
Shout out to Bernard Pollard, boy, straight hitter.
But that's why I think we're to me, that's it, like looking at it, it's really it's three choices. I mean, if you throw the Bengals in there, that's what everybody else gonna do. Say the Bengals gonna make the
yeah,
playoffs, which is probably the most likely, but
it is. But nah, nobody want
coordinator,
to see
you
that.
lose.
Nobody want to see Joe Burrow in the playoffs.
I think people do. Oh,
Like,
I just
yeah,
want to warn you because I've been preparing myself mentally for this, and I think that's why I'm doing this with the Bengals already. Is get ready for from training camp to the first 2-3 weeks of 3-1, 3-1, 3-1. If anybody can beat them, it's the Bengals. 3-1, 3-1.
oh
Look, Joe
yeah.
Burrow's healthy. 3-1. Look, Jamar Chase. Look. But
I don't
like,
think it's gonna be like that because the Ravens probably played them within their first 4 weeks.
but that's the I because I already heard somebody do it. They were like, if there's going to be an AFC team that takes the leap and beats the Chiefs and whatever, it's
I
going to
heard
be
it.
the Bengals because 3-1, they're scared, Burrowhead, all this other shit. And it's like, wait, we last time we played them in the playoffs,
Nobody's
we
worried
beat
about
them.
that. I think after our back to back, I don't think. I mean, whoever's still
We
saying that
not.
3-1 shit is.
But they can't use Josh Allen anymore because he didn't fell off. The team is
Yeah.
getting worse and worse and worse. So the only replacement they have, unless CJ Stroud just turns into young Mahomes, is to be like 3-1, right? If what's his face doesn't push Mahomes out of bounds, they win that game. And that's what people are going to hang their hat on. So just get ready for the
Yeah.
Bengals are the
If
scary.
D4 don't line
Ooh.
off sides, we beat Tom Brady.
Yeah,
So
but
what?
this is like the
What?
Drake Mahomes gets like the Drake Kendrick things. Like everything we say about you is true, but everything you say about our guy, like everything you say about Mahomes is true. Like, nah, they wouldn't have won. That we don't know that D4 being offsides would have won the Chiefs the game, but we know for sure if what's his face didn't push Mahomes out of bounds, that the Bengals would have won. Obviously, that's what's gonna
Yeah,
happen.
because
The same way I got angry about everybody being like Josh Allen, Superman, he's the best quarterback in the league. That's what they finna do with Joe Burrow.
well,
Because who else
I
you
mean,
got? Unless Aaron Rodgers, that's where I was going next. Was who you got? Bengals, Jags,
so is that so?
Jets.
Since we got two picks, just like NFC, we get two picks. So your pick is gonna be the Jets
Uh I don't want it. No, fuck no. I'm picking the Jags over
because
the
we
Jets.
agree.
But if I get
We
my
will
pick
say
first,
we
I'm taking the
agree.
Jags.
We agree on the
The
Colts.
Colts. Yes, we both agree on the
So
Colts.
that's the agreement. So you get your pick. So what's your
If I'm getting first pick this time, well, I got first pick last time. Huh? Well, you didn't agree on the Cardinals, so it didn't matter.
yeah, I did.
If I had, it's the Jaguars. A team that didn't make it last year that's more the most likely to make it. This is the Jags. Just healthy Trevor Lawrence gets it done.
Yeah.
And he played pretty bad. So as long as he's just like okay, as long as we're looking at him like he's like Kirk Cousins, that's better than he was last year. So that like that's an extra win. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Oh man, I guess I go on the limb again.
Oh, the Chargers, because that's the other
Yeah.
team. I was like,
Yeah. Hey, wait, it's the Chargers.
okay. That's not a reach to me though.
Yeah, I think
That's why the AFC is so much better. We talking about a team that went
I think
5-10 last year.
Herbert and Allen are kind of
In the same
oddly
spot.
in the same spot as like
Yep.
who can prove that they can do it with the less help type scenario. Now, y'all both lost your number one receivers.
Yep.
Both of y'all was arguably one of the top quarterbacks in the AFC at the time, like top five, whatever they want to put you. And now both of y'all lost your top receivers. Y'all basically in the middle of a rebuilding stage. You new coaches, if I'm not mistaken. Brandon Staley got
one new coach. What's his name? No, John
Staley
Harbaugh is there, but Doug McDermott's still on the Bills.
McDermott's still there. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So
they have a new coordinator though. They do have the new
Yeah.
what's his name? Brady, the coordinator.
Yeah, so Joe Brady.
Yeah. Yep.
But so this is awkward, but I think something about Herbert, and I think and what's different for me is it's the coaching. I think give her Harbaugh this year to squeak into the playoffs, see what it is. A year revamping, and then I think the next year it might be a little something to fight with.
And the other thing is too, Herbert is in that same Trevor Lawrence. He had what, two broken fingers on his offhand and like a bad shoulder or some shit on his good arm, on his
Yeah,
throwing arm. So he was pretty fucked up. I
yeah.
mean, they
And
didn't. They
Trevor
addressed the
Lawrence got
line.
a Trevor Lawrence got a little something to answer to prove to this. Like Trevor Lawrence, Josh Allen, Herbert, all of them got something to prove this year because they all just like. If I'm not mistaken, Allen got paid, but those other two haven't. Herbert got paid yet?
Herbert got paid. Yeah,
He just got paid yet. So
he was the last one that got paid because it was Joe, Jalen, Joe, Herbert. That's the order they
so
got paid in, I think.
Allen been paid though, right?
Yeah,
And then Lawrence is this year.
Lawrence and Tua. Yeah,
Yeah. So
and somebody maybe I think no Brock Purdy's next year. The 49ers are fucked after this year.
yeah.
Like they
Yeah,
literally
they
have to
better
pay
they better hope they
everybody.
like 5-10 this year. So
Yeah,
then they can
just
get Brock Purdy
ooh.
like yeah.
Because it's Brock, it's both Brock, it's Debo and Brandon Ayuk. It's CMC and George, or maybe it's just George Kittle, Brock Purdy, and like two people on defense. It's the whole
Kittle
team.
Kittle strike me as the person that retires early. Just because he's
I can
just
see
like
that.
fuck it.
I just
I
want to go
don't want
have
to
fun.
rebuild.
I'm
I
a
just want to go
millionaire.
get retire. Yeah, he's like I'm gonna retire early. And
Yeah,
Christian McCaffrey fuck around might retire. But
that'd be wild.
uh but yeah, so that's
But no, that's
I
not the
think that's
Chargers. Isn't that crazy to me? I can
I
see
think
that.
that
And you
was
got to
you thought
think
I was gonna
Herbert
go
missed
out
the
on a
last
limb
four
and say the
games.
Broncos. Yeah.
Herbert missed the last 4 games, and they lost all 5 games. Excuse me. So up to that point, they was 5-7. So they, if I mean, realistically, we saying okay, maybe you finish with 9 games and you're right there
Right in the hunt.
in the
Like you gotta look
mix.
for somebody
Yeah,
else to lose and you get
yep.
in type shit.
You would have been right
Yeah,
there with
but
the Bengals and the Jags and the Colts. This is
yeah, but
crazy. The
all they had
Colts
to do
won
was go
nine
up.
games with Gardner Minshew.
Yeah. And all that yeah, we got a
Fuck.
good coach. But
Yeah.
all they had to do was, go up 28 and lose against the Jags.
Think about this
But
too. They when they lost Herbert, they lose to Buffalo by 2 points. They lose to Denver by a touchdown. They lost to us with the backups in by 1 point. So it's like that's easily 3 games. I mean, Vegas blew them out by 40. So
mm-hmm.
that kind of took their spirit. But we talking about 3 more games and they right there with 8 wins. And then we would be talking about them like, hey, like, oh, this year's it's easily they can make something happen.
Yeah, but we're not talking about them too bad either because they did go on the five
True.
games without their starters. So
That's true.
they right there in
That
that
weird
mix where it's
spot.
just like oh, their quarterback got hurt, so we really not tripping on them. Let's see what they do. The only thing that makes it worse is because Austin Eckler's not there no more.
Mm-hmm.
Keenan Allen's not there no more. Mike Williams
I
not
was
there no
just gonna
more.
say this
Uh,
lends to my NBA argument because Quentin Johnston is a number one receiver. You telling me Bradley Beal couldn't be
yeah, he'll catch
yeah, that's
catch
what I'm
just the
saying.
same.
He'll be I think he might be slightly better, just a little bit better.
No, they number one receivers the one they just drafted this draft past draft. He ain't playing in the NFL, but he better than Quentin Johnson.
And Quentin, I still cannot get over that. What game was that?
Well, he dropped the one wide open down the
The
sideline.
Green Bay game. Oh my God. That's what it was. Because I was rooting so hard for Jordan Love. And when he dropped that pass, I couldn't believe it. It hit him right in the
Dead in the bread
head.
basket.
It
Right
literally
now.
dropped. He didn't have to break stride. It just
No.
dropped in and he just boop, boop, boop. Oh, what?
I was looking like because that was
How?
a primetime game, wasn't it?
No, I think it was midday, like 3 o'clock game.
Really? I thought didn't they
I
have
go look. Hold on.
Chargers didn't have no primetimes last year, did they? I thought they did against
Absolutely
us,
not.
like a
Oh
Thursday
no,
night.
this was 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock on Fox.
Didn't they play primetime? I feel like we played them primetime or something. Did we? I don't know. Maybe.
You might be thinking.
It might have got moved.
You might be thinking of the last game.
I'm thinking of
Fuck.
2 years ago when we played on Thursday.
You might, yeah.
because I was in Miami when they did that. Yeah,
You thinking
no,
of
I'm thinking 2 years ago.
the Jalen Watson pick touchdown game?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
So
two
that
years
wasn't
ago.
last year. But I mean, back to back Super Bowls. I mean,
It
I'm sure
starts to
they thinking
blend all
into.
together.
Yeah, they all the
Yeah.
same season. We just keep winning. I don't know what to
Only
do.
reason I know the difference is because we do the podcast. We did the podcast this past year and not the year before that. So it's easy for me to be like, wait, did I talk about this or not? It's like, no, I didn't talk about that. So that had to be the year before. But
Yeah.
that if we win again, all that I'm not gonna know what the fuck years anything is.
I'm like, what?
Hey, Chiefs
Who was
win.
up?
Chiefs win.
All
I
I
don't know
remember
what
is
happened.
this. At this, if we win again, it's gonna be pre and post Tyreek Hill trade.
Yeah. Damn, that
It's
shit
like,
crazy,
was this
man.
pre or posted? Because we won 3 in a row without this nigga. Like,
That's
he ain't got
wild,
no
bro.
choice to take a pay cut and come back. Like,
You
bro,
see he
I
was talking
plead,
shit
please.
again? He
He
told
just do
Pat,
that
"Don't
shit.
throw no ducks in my stadium," because somebody asked Pat to throw a ball to somebody when he was in the Dolphin Stadium.
Yeah, I seen that. It's like he just like he missed it so bad. He's like, why'd
Yeah,
I take the money? It's like
he's literally the Wolverine meme where he's just like petting the the picture of Pat, or the Squidward where Pat and Travis Kelce outside are running and he just inside, just sad. All right, let's go. Let's go through this then. So the three teams we got in, which should be easy for me to remember, is Colts, Jags, Chargers for the AFC, and then, and then Commanders, Falcons, Cardinals.
No, Falcons win a division.
Oh yeah, you're right. No, that would be that was the third team that we put in that didn't make it this
Okay,
year.
okay.
That's why we only had to pick two.
Yeah. So that was the one we agreed on, basically.
Yeah. So there you go. Yeah. That, I mean, it's funny because that shit is not gonna happen. Anything like that, it's somebody's gonna get hurt, and one of these teams we are guaranteed to be in are gonna be out for sure.
Watch JJ McCarthy be second in Rookie of the Year votes, and we're just gonna be like,
it'll
what
be
the
some
fuck
weird
is going
shit.
on right
JJ
now?
McCarthy has 4,500 yards this year,
yeah,
30 touchdowns,
45 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Like, just happened? But then you look at it, it's like,
this
well,
the NFL?
Justin Jefferson has 2,700 yards. 3,000
like
receiving
all
yards.
He did was look up and just threw it. It's like, yeah.
It's like, yeah, Jordan Addison has 1,500 yards and Justin Jefferson has 2,000. Like,
right.
That helps a little bit.
And then Aaron Jones has 700 rushing yards. It's like,
Aaron
okay,
Jones
cool.
has 14 rushing touchdowns.
Yep, and 3 of them came against, and 6 of them came against the Packers.
It's like, yeah, and you know what's crazy? That the saddest part will be we saying that if something like that happens, then it is JJ McCarthy is awesome. It's like, well, no, Kirk Cousins was on pace to do the same thing.
Like,
tore his Achilles. Like, that doesn't count. That offense is just awesome. Like, yeah.
If I see back there, if I really turn on my TV and watch JJ McCarthy
put up 350, 75% completion.
Like, he's the one that we talking about. Just
3 touchdowns. I know it's gonna be sick, but there's no for JJ McCarthy. Justin Jefferson is too good.
You know, I really be sick about.
Dak. That's what I'd be.
Nah. If the Saints somehow turn Spencer Rattler into, like, I was like, whoa, hold on now, where we going with this? Desmond Ridder 2.0, like.
Hey, hold on, just because they're light skinned, that what we doing now? First Drake, now come on, man. What's going on? At least we got Pat. At least light skinned people still got Pat. That's what we got to hold on to, that one W right there. Like, we don't got nothing else right now.
Yeah, I don't know. No, I'm just talking shit. But no, that'd be. I don't know. That'd be interesting. But JJ, I think he'll. He's gonna have a mid season. I think
we don't believe.
I think the Commanders go to the playoffs, but it's gonna be pretty mid.
How you got to that? That's crazy.
It was between them and the Vikings, and I just want to see Jaden Daniels go to the playoffs.
In that scenario, you have the Commanders having a better record than the Cowboys, or beating them both times that year.
Or they could split with them, have the same record, and then win off
have a tiebreaker,
or a tiebreaker somewhere in there.
So that means we're saying,
come on, man. They're gonna have the same. Can we get some love to the Commanders or something? Like, can we get some love to a different team?
Absolutely not. No. That's for the AFC only. Y'all suck on this other side.
Hell no. They suck.
Here we go. So yeah, that was enough football talk. We're gonna have to really have some very terrible, terrible conversations here soon because it's about to be summertime. Like, oh, did you see Xavier Worthy make that catch in training camp? That's coming real soon.
Ah, damn, look like Jalen Brunson. Was he limping?
It's halftime. Oh shit. Oh no. I mean, it's funny because I said I think the Pacers get this cleaned up in six. Oh, his arm.
Oh, it's
Nope,
his
it's his
arm.
thigh. It's his thigh.
I just seen him the show, so I don't know what.
Yep, it's the thigh.
Mm.
Because he put
All
his
them
arm
40,
on it, then he switched his other hand to hold his
all them
thigh.
40-point games, them thighs is going out.
His leg is fried. He over there hopping on one
Hmm.
leg. Oh
Yeah,
no.
yeah, it's the same one that
Ah.
could play 16 games in the NFL. That's that one. He run up and down the court, thigh give out. Can't take
Hey, it's
that one.
way less running. He gonna have to do way less running for
Yeah, no,
football.
it makes sense though. It
You get
makes
to
sense.
sit down and you get to sit down half the game. Of course, his legs gonna be fresh as fuck. He played 48 minutes. What he gonna do when he just gotta play offense?
The running different, man.
All I gotta
When
do
you
is play
trying to run
offense.
away from getting hit and running up and down the court and don't care about getting hit, different.
But for 2.5 hours straight. Either way, all right, let's jump. Speaking of Brunson, you got let's do okay. So I guess the real thing we got to do is what are we doing? If we doing NBA top tens, are we just doing like right now? Because I kind of did my list like for the
Nah,
playoffs
I didn't do a play. I was thinking just for the playoffs, but I was
in
like,
totality.
man,
I can switch mine pretty easy though.
I'm
That's
not
why I
doing
asked.
it.
Okay, so I need to add in two more people. So you two are. Oh wait, this guy's out. Then I need to add my brother right here. All right. So you want to go first? You want me to go first?
I mean, I go first. It don't really matter.
All right.
Slow ass shot. Uh,
It had to be Halliburton. That's so fucked up. I
yeah.
already knew it was Halliburton.
I don't think he is
Ah,
good as
he been
whatever
playing like ass, bro. That shit
for
hurt.
like 6 months. Yeah, I
I've been
know.
hyping him up for a couple months now, and he's just completely disappointing. And I say that, and why I don't even know he got 30 right now. We both sitting here
Do
talking
we?
shit. I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
I
Imagine
mean,
we
they
sitting here
showing him
doing
hitting
that.
threes, so
I
he
know that's
might.
why we saying that he got 20 and 10, bruh. He's 22, 5, and 4 at halftime already. Shooting
Oh,
7
that's a
for
good
12.
game.
He's shooting 5 for 8 from 3. So we did it. We basically just did that. Be like, oh man, he
Yeah,
been
we hyped him up.
terrible.
Yeah, all
And
right.
then
Well, this disclaimer: we
cooking.
was not watching the game. Like,
No, we missed that. All right. So
but
top
yeah. So,
10.
all right. So
NBA
I
top
got
10.
yeah my NBA top 10 right now based on the whole year and then playoffs as it is right now
Mm-hmm.
at halftime. I got Joker 1, Luca 2,
Mm-hmm.
Wemby 3, SGA 4,
Whoa.
Ant
Okay.
5, Tatum 6, Brunson 7, LeBron 8, Curry 9, KD 10.
Okay. Damn.
Yeah,
Wait,
I know I
hold
shuck it
on.
up at the top. Yep, I didn't shot him up to the top.
Hold on.
Because I'm getting
You
my
missing
list ready for
somebody.
next year.
Wait.
Who?
Where
Who?
is Giannis? You got
Oh damn,
Giannis
I am missing
outside the top
Giannis.
10?
I do, don't I?
Yeah,
I ain't
hell
seen
yeah.
him play in so long. I forgot all about you. I did this
Damn. The
all in my head.
disrespect.
I'm like, I did this all in my head. Well, if that's the case, then you know who I'm knocking off?
Who?
This is what I'm gonna do. I'm knocking KD off my 10 spot.
Ooh.
KD's no longer top 10, and
Ooh.
then I will put Giannis above Tatum right under Ant and move Curry to number 10. So Giannis would
Wow.
be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's
Okay.
out
That's
my
not
top
bad.
five now.
That's not bad though.
You're right. So I did forget, but Giannis is 6. He's not top 5.
So we going all year. Let's see. Joker number 1. Easy.
Yeah.
Um, I personally, especially after watching last night, like SGA is just you can't. He only can stop himself. I feel like Luka, you can bother Luka enough to where you can throw him off, but it just feels like SGA is just like he just gets around everybody. So I'm going.
Mm-hmm.
I'm putting SGA 2, Luka 3. Uh, then I got Giannis is 4 for me still. But he's still in that top 5. Just I think he was averaging like 32 and 13 with like 6 assists this year. He was averaging like career highs before he got fucked up coming into the playoffs.
Yeah, but this is a count of everything plus the playoffs. So I mean, the
we
only person who's still in the playoffs, who's not in the playoffs in my top 5 is Wemby. But
that's crazy. I can't
this
believe it.
conversation,
I'm
we have
very
the same
excited that you did that.
conversation next year. He's going to be in the top 5. Like it's just like I'm just not even going to have this art because it's just it'd be weird if he's not. It's like that means he'd have to downgrade from what he did this year, and then if he even downgrade from this year, he still probably win defensive player of the year or some shit like that. Like it's just like his stat.
I'm gonna hold off putting Wemby in the top 10 for this year because he's there. He's there. You telling me who would you rather have? Okay, so who would you rather have out of All Star name and names? You tell me when to stop.
Rather
Kawhi,
than who?
Wemby, or this person? You tell me when to stop.
Like
Kawhi,
right now.
right now. Kawhi, Donovan Mitchell, Jimmy Butler, AD, Devin Booker, Kyrie, Halliburton, Lillard, De'Aaron Fox. I'm out of names now. That's what I had in my old top 20. So you have him because I put Wemby under Kyrie, but over Damian Lillard.
No, I would because like right now, all those
Right
people
now.
you name, the good ones used to be superstars that could lead a team, but now are taking like higher number 2 roles. And I think Wemby is like he's literally the number 1 option. The only reason why he probably could have been MVP this year, but he didn't play enough. I mean, play all the damn minutes. If Pop would have started him in more minutes early in the season, then we talked about Wemby
Yeah.
a different
Yeah.
way.
You're right though. And you know what's crazy? Somebody was talking about you know how they like changed the rules or whatever. So oh my God, did I not hit record? Oh, I did. Okay. I it was
That would have been
blocked off.
crazy.
I was about to say, bro, there's no way. Okay, but they changed the rules so all the little James Harden, Trey Young fouls were out of here. Like they just
Right.
were not calling that shit. And Wemby actually got better. Like, hold on. Let me get my top 10 and we can have a deeper Wemby conversation real fast because I do have some takes real quick. So let's see, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So I got Joker 1, SGA 2, Luka 3, Giannis 4. Because of the playoffs, I'm moving Anthony Edwards up to the 5th spot. Then I got Brunson. This is where it gets weird. I'm gonna say LeBron, just because I mean, as even I was ragging on him being an old man, he still is top 10s. Crazy
Yeah, he's
as
definitely
it is.
still top 10 this
Still
year. Yeah,
impacts
that's
the
why.
game so much that it's like he's still up there. I'm gonna say Curry because that team, the fact that
Same
he
way.
carried that team so close to the playoffs and they were so
I'm,
pitiful, it's like, yeah, you up there, bro. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So then I got to round out and just off. Did I already say Tatum?
no, you ain't said Tatum. That's what I said. Like, where Tatum gonna be at?
So then that's Tatum is right there then. And that means I actually need one more to make 10. And that's where the Wemby conversation becomes interesting to me because it's like Kawhi, Donovan Mitchell, Jimmy Butler, Anthony Davis, Devin Booker. Like, was he more effective than those people this year? It's like you can make that argument, but
Yeah, but the team around him wasn't like. Yeah, and he didn't play a lot of. Like I said, he was averaging what 20 something minutes his first like 40
yeah, like
games. It was something
28
weird.
minutes. Yeah,
It's like what? Why are you not playing this 19-year-old 40 minutes? Like,
right.
like what are we doing here? Like,
But it's like, yeah, it's tough because it's like everybody I'm looking at is like, Wemby, you could make the argument
Half of
is
them won't
better
even be in
than,
the league in the
you know
next two
what?
years.
I'm gonna say KD just for the body of work of the whole year. The man averaged almost 30 this year. I think he might
I'm not
have
gonna do that.
averaged 30. And
Yeah,
if we're
but if
hold on,
we
hold on, hold
taking
on.
playoffs in account, then
No, no,
his
no, no, no.
playoff
But
that
we
the
got to
one just
think
happened.
about this now. If Anthony Edwards is really just like Michael Jordan, D Wade 2006 reborn, then we have to take a little sauce. He might 4-0 Jokic. If he 4-0's Jokic, then we got to take a little sauce off the Suns, how bad they really were. Because it's like, well, if AE just went
No,
4-0 to Jokic and the Denver Nuggets, who looked unstoppable all year, then we can't,
but you had Booker, Bill, and KD on the team
Yeah,
though.
and they won 50 games. You just ran into Michael Jordan reincarnated.
All right, now
It's
here,
tough.
all right, here we go. And LeBron gets talked about because he lost to the Nuggets back to back years, but now KD's like, oh well, he ran up against
Yeah.
Michael Jordan reincarnated, and
Hold on.
it gives
Okay.
him a pass.
Let's
Like
jump to
it's
this
like
next
what?
conversation and we can
Yeah.
determine the Suns off of that. If Denver gets 4-0, who does that say more about? The Nuggets and Jokic or the Wolves and Anthony Edwards?
I think it says more about the guy who built both of them damn teams.
That
Like,
too. I mean, yeah.
like
Boy,
I
that shit is
didn't. Shout
crazy.
out to everybody
Tim
whoever found
Conley.
that stuff. Yeah, like man built the Nuggets and was like, you know what?
Yeah.
Timberwolves hired me. I'm about to build something,
Pretty
and
sure he he
He
got
probably knew.
fired the year before they won the championship because remember before that they
No,
could not get over.
he got hired by the Timberwolves the year before, and
Yeah,
he
but he
left, and then they won the championship.
oh, so he
So
didn't.
the
He
year
just
that
quit.
well, he went to another job, probably a better job,
I
hire
mean,
another
at that
position
point,
or
yeah,
type thing.
that
Yeah,
makes
they
yeah.
probably offer him more money. Never know.
That's
I don't
crazy.
know his story too much like that.
I don't know either. That's why I was about to go look it up. But
But
so you think, but out of the two, let's stick to Jokic and AE because those are
no,
the
no,
easiest conversations to have at least. Whose legacy, who's affected more by this?
I think. Oh, he traveled, but affected. I'm thinking. I think it'll affect Ant positively more than it will hurt. Well, it was like it was. So you saying if he gets swept?
If the Wolves sweep them.
Hmm.
And by the way, Tim Conley's contract, they just didn't renew his contract. So he kind of he got let go, not fired, but
A mutual agreement.
yeah, the business
But
world, he was let go.
I would say it. I don't know, Ant. I think everybody's talking more about Ant to be honest because he's, the league is more what you done for me lately type of thing. So it's just like Ants, and then he's 22. Like what Nick Wright said that we never seen a 22-year-old do what he's doing. Like especially
Except
the last
LeBron.
one we did was LeBron,
Yeah.
and he took
LeBron
that
went to the
team, but that
finals.
yeah, but this team is nothing like that team.
This team
Like
is way better than that. Yeah, in
yeah, this team was
totality.
in the 7-game series would kill that. If they don't kill him, it's because they got LeBron.
Fuck,
But
man. Like one day this summer when we don't have nothing to talk about, we can just go over LeBron's career and just point out how fucking ridiculous that shit really is, bro. Like
yeah, but
that man was
yeah,
21, turned 22 during that season. That's
I know.
fucking wild.
Yeah, but he going crazy, man. I think
Yeah.
well, personally for me, I
I'm
think
with you though.
it would
I'm with you on this,
impact
by the way.
Ant. It
The
would impact Ant.
positives.
Yeah, just like it's positively like because nobody's gonna think Joker's not the number one player if he loses to Ant
Yeah.
this year. Like
We
it's
just gonna be
still
like, he's really that good. And
yeah,
that
it's just
team is
like Ant's
crazy.
really that. It's just like so. I don't want to discredit Ant and say negatively Joker just didn't do what because like we said, remember we was texting 16, 16, and 8 is crazy. Like, and he
Yeah.
was only 5 for 13, so it ain't like he was too bad. He
That,
just didn't shoot a lot.
bro, that's him
Like
having a
so, it's like
terrible game. But that is more than what Sabonis averages on worst shooting percentages, and he's gonna he might make third team All NBA. You know how ridiculous
yeah.
it
And
is?
we
And we're
saying
like
Joker didn't play
terrible.
anything,
Really, we
anything
need
like he uses.
if
Like okay,
anybody's. I think this is here. My take is Anthony Edwards gets the most out of 4-0ing them because the positive
right,
things we get from him being that good make way more of a difference. We're not going to look at Jokic
I,
the same. The person we're going to look at different is Jamal Murray. That's what
yeah.
we're going to look
Oh
at
yeah,
different because he was
yeah.
fucking
Especially the way he
terrible.
acting.
Yeah,
But not
throwing
only is the
shit.
way he acting, like
You're doing too much. He's going to be the big loser of everything. Like, damn, Jamal Murray
yeah,
was fucking terrible. He shot, I think at some point he was like 1 for 13.
yeah. No, he's really haven't been like. Everybody turned the prime MJ when they play the Lakers, but they play anybody else and they don't even know how to play no more.
Oh,
Like
man. This shit is
it's like,
wild.
wait, what?
I'm just happy to see we finally are
I
getting to the bottom of somewhat of the bottom of the face of the league debate because I want to transfer this into the next topic here. Because that Tatum shit is over with.
the
Can
who?
we just the Tatum, Jason
Oh
Tatum,
yeah.
Jason Tatum? I
Every sport can't be ran by a light skinned guy.
and this light skinned guy is not he really not the one. Like this is not it. Like I watched that Cavs game last night and was just like who the fuck is this guy? Like I
And then
understand the league is probably if you're trying to market the NBA right now, it would be great to have fake like the new Michael Jordan and the new guy who thinks he's Kobe. But the problem is the new guy that thinks he's Kobe is
it's not.
the softest player on his team. Like it's crazy to watch him
And
just
then
do
just
shit, and you just like where you don't have no motor to you, like no, like there's no urgency to his game. It's just he just gets to a spot. Like SGA does the same, plays that same kind of way. Halliburton is a little bit like that, where it's like just get to your spots, make the play, blah blah blah. But like Jason Tatum is just it's like who are you just out there? I'm
and
watching
you know what? Little side note, man. Shout out Jalen Brown who don't get enough credit
I was just
on
finna
any
say
shows
that
because it's just like
Jalen
this
Brown
man.
came down for 4 straight possessions and handled the ball. Like, and 2 of them was ISOs. 2 of them he called a fucking ISO, and the other 2 he was just the main ball handler for the whole possession for 4 straight possessions. I'm like, what?
That's
What
crazy
is going?
because
And Tatum just
homie
stood in the
from the Lou too.
corner.
He don't hoop like he from the Lou. I don't hoop with some people from the Lou, bro. Yeah,
No
you got to be
left.
stronger than
That's
that,
funny.
Jason Tatum. Like,
Oh yeah, Tatum. Yeah, that's crazy, right? Ain't
he's
Michael
like,
Porter
they
Jr. from there out there too?
it's like, cause yeah, Tatum from Michael Porter Jr. from out there, like, yeah, it's like you from the Lou, bro. You got to hoop better. Like, we don't want
Oh hell no! They say he from Indiana.
who.
Michael Porter Jr. I could have swore he was
Well,
like
he
in
went to
St. Louis
Mizzou.
too.
He went to Mizzou,
There you go. That's what I'm thinking of then.
Columbia. That's what it is.
Yeah, because it says oh oh
Remember, he only played like 9 games in college or some shit, like because of back issue, right?
nah he started high school in Columbia, then he
Okay.
went to Seattle
Uh,
and played his high school ball in Seattle and then came back and played at Mizzou. So I think
he
it was
probably
it's
could have just stayed in Columbia and got a Mizzou
yeah,
scholarship.
it's one of those things like he was born in Indiana, but I think he was kind of
Oh
raised
yeah.
in
So it's
Missouri.
like,
Because I
yeah,
remember the whole thing was like, I remember around that time, it was like Tatum and Michael Porter Jr., 2 light-skinned dudes from Missouri that play like guards, and they both 6'9".
and one with the Duke and one with the Mizzou.
And then what's the name? And Michael Porter Jr. hurt his back, and that was kind of
Yeah,
because
and then
he
he
was
still
gonna
got
be,
drafted. He was still a lottery pick.
he was better. He was the one with the dog in him that was really like, I'm gonna take every shot. Nobody can stop me. But he fucked it. He broke his back. Like
Yeah,
it's a huge issue. But
and it was crazy is he broke his back and still played longer
and
than Ben
still was
Simmons.
hooping. Yeah,
But
that's crazy. But
Ben Simmons act
Tatum.
like his
Go ahead. Go ahead.
back spasm. It was like
Yeah,
Ben
this
Simmons
man
had
broke
back
his spine
spasms.
and
This shit
still be
crazy.
hooping. He hooping right now, going crazy. Oh, not going crazy, but being a
I
good
mean,
player.
he there.
He's a
Like,
good player, yeah. But it's like Tatum is so confusing because we watched him drop 51 in the playoffs last year and save his team. And I also just watched what did he shoot last night? Because that's what it really pissed me off. Because it was like I'm here, like these two series are teams you should just be prepping. You should be trying to drop 45 on every game just in preparation to
if he's
need
the
to do it.
player, if he's the player that we this
Yeah. Kobe
if
would
he's
have
a
came
I
out
don't
and
give a
put
fuck if we
50
don't
on
got
the
him.
Heat
I
every
don't care if we
game.
don't. I don't care if we don't got him in our top 10. If you're a top 15 player in the NBA, you should be dropping 40 on these motherfuckers. You got Jalen Brunson who's trying to become a superstar. SGA who's trying to be like your own
Yes.
teammate Jalen Brown, Luke, like all these other players is
Derek
like
White is more aggressive on offense
having
than Jason
heydays.
Tatum.
They having heydays. Like, bro, this is lightweight. And you out
Bro,
here like, oh, I gotta get 18. Like, boy, if you don't sit your light skinned 6'7" head ass down, boy, like
Derek White has been thoroughly better than Jason Tatum. How is that happening?
Derek White got that dog in him, I
Derek
guess.
White had
Ball
37
Derek
on the
White.
Heat. Yeah, well, he cut the hair off and
Ball
he
Derek
turned into
White.
fucking Superman. He turned into Brandon
Boy,
Roy.
boy, cut it like this. Boy, said
I'm
shit.
saying he should
I
have
thought that
been
was
cut
you
his
out there
shit.
hooping, car.
Boy, I'm telling you, the shiny light skinned nigga head just out there moving around. But it's like, yeah, it's like, come on, man. Like Tatum, I want Tatum. The thing is, Tatum should be good. He has all the moves. He has the little, all the Kobe mid-range post moves and all that shit. But it's like when you see Anthony Edwards just magically show up in the playoffs with a fucking turnaround fadeaway that's just money.
That one was money.
And then you turn around and watch Jason Tatum, who's what, 4 years older, been to the finals since he was a rookie, been to the conference
This man
finals, I
Jalen
mean, since
Brunson
he
about
was
to
a
die.
rookie. And then he just, I watched him airball the turnaround. He came down May 1.
He's 6'8" too.
Then came back down and just airballed it. It's like, bro, you 6'8", like airballing the turnaround. What is Jason Tatum? Somebody please tell
Damn.
me.
Oh, Jalen Brunson only played 11 minutes.
They said I was about to say there's a chat on the thing that I'm watching, and somebody was like, Jalen Brunson is back, and it was like, yeah, he just had to take a shit.
Nah, shit, he only played 11 minutes this game.
That's crazy.
He
Bro, if
like
they
he
win,
3 for 4 with 8 points.
and
In
you know what's
11
funny?
minutes.
The Pacers, the Pacers are so fucking
This man
weird.
Josh Hart, dog.
The Pacers are so weird. They have so much talent. Like all the players, like everybody on their team has some type of talent, and they about to blow this shit again.
I kind of fuck with this. This kind of remind me of this playoffs. Kind of remind me of like 2010, 2011 NBA playoffs. You know, you got the Knicks, you got the Pacers, the Mavs, the Heat.
Yeah.
The Thunder was in there because
Yeah.
they had
like 2011.
Yeah. And then they had the Timberwolves was even there with Kevin Love.
Yep.
And,
I think I'm about to go look at that shit now that you said that.
Was it a lot of the same teams actually? I remember watching.
Now that you
Pacers
say that, it's pretty
like,
crazy. It might be. Let's see what the bracket is. I want to see it. I don't want to just read this. Okay.
I think I remember a lot of the same teams.
This is right now. Why would y'all do that? I'm about to say it's the exact same team, but it's literally just.
But I know the Pacers was there because the Heat played the Pacers. Now I'm talking about the year the Heat, the Lance Stevenson and LeBron meet up. I think maybe
13-14. But here, peep this, right?
I'm talking about the year Paul George broke off on the scene, like those years, like
that's
11,
13-14.
13.
Now Paul George, that was 13-14 when Paul George was going toe to toe with Bron and them. That was the 2014. But think about this: 2011. When you said 2011, it just opened my brain up to like, oh shit, because that's Derrick Rose when they was killing.
Right. Melo with the Knicks.
So look at this: the first round of the Eastern Conference is Hawks, Magic, Celtics, Knicks, Bulls, Pacers, Heat, 76ers.
So the only thing didn't the Hawks make it this year?
It's just literally you just replacing the Hawks and the Cavs, and it's the exact same teams. I mean, and the Bulls and
the The Bulls and the Pacers, right? Did you say the
No,
Pacers?
the Pacers made it. Hold
It's
on,
the
who?
Bulls and then the Magic's are in there.
The Magic was already there. Who the fuck are we missing?
Oh, they added the play. No, the playing doesn't
No,
matter.
it wouldn't matter, yeah, because it's still just the 8 teams. Damn.
Pelican. No, that's
No,
West.
that's West.
I
Damn, how the
can't remember
fuck?
the teams you named.
The Bucks.
Oh yeah, that's
They
right.
were
The
just so
Bucks.
bad,
Duh.
we just forgot about them.
Like the Bucks.
But then
Yeah. So
The West is the Mavericks and the Trailblazers, Lakers, Pelicans now, Grizzlies, Spurs, Thunder, Nuggets. So that side is a little weird.
but the West, well, it's still like three teams different though, right?
Yeah.
Grizzlies. But the Grizzlies probably could have been if they had their team. They played with 80 people this year. And then
Man, this is a good.
Blazers.
I'm so glad that I chose to do the podcast this year and not last year and have to talk about basketball. That shit was terrible.
Mm.
That shit was awful, man. Fuck
No, you
no.
know what would have been way worse? Doing it during COVID.
Oh yeah.
Niggas was gonna have to talk about it with
That would have been
the
trash.
bubble and shit.
Oh damn! What damn? It's almost 9 o'clock. All right, let's That feels
Okay.
good though.
Is
We
it?
did about 2 hours.
Oh yeah, we did. We
Let's go
did a
ahead and
good
wrap
two
it up.
hours. We did a little rant at the beginning.
Yeah, yeah. There was a lot of rants and arguments in this one, but that usually makes for good content.
Happy birthday, Alex Smith. Just so you know,
Oh yeah, shout out Alex Smith, man.
shout out Alex Smith, man. You know,
I'm
Carv
not.
don't like you, but I still fuck
I
with you,
like him
Alex.
as I like you as a person, Alex Smith. I like you as a person. You seem like a great human, a great man.
You was a good quarterback too.
Can't throw right. But that's or whatever it is left.
Well,
I can't remember what it is no more, bro.
It don't matter. You can throw.
It's right. It's right because a pitcher almost never has to throw to third base. That's why it's to the right. I think I can't remember. I don't fucking remember.
Can't even say happy birthday to the man without saying he can't do something. That's crazy.
Hey, 28 zip comeback is pretty crazy. But all right, guys, we hope you enjoyed this episode. That is it, and we will see you guys later.
Welcome.